Welcome back to another episode of TVGP's We Roguelike It, show we play every roguelike in history. I'm your host, Boston. Joining me as always is Moonbeer.
I hate you so much.
That's fair. We're here on our fourth and final week of Griftlands. How's it going in the Griftlands this week, Moon?
Oh boy.
So, that well, huh?
So I am now pretty much close to the end, I believe, of the second character's run. I haven't
Okay,
played any at all with the third character.
sure.
None at all. I do like the fact that he's one of those green slug aliens.
Yeah, yeah,
Which obviously now I've unlocked him, so of course.
right.
Um I Okay, so I clearly missed something. So this game did not do a tutorial well.
No, for any of the characters, I feel like the first time you start either one of the battle systems, it's like, hey, do you want a quick tutorial? It's like, sure. And then it's like, all right, here's the thing. Flip the coin. All right, go do it. It's like, okay, sure, I think.
And that's cool and all.
Yeah.
But I can't really remember what the name of the currency is now. But
Metal,
there's a
probably.
there we go.
Yep. Metal that unlocks things at the metal shop.
Permanent upgrades for that specific character that I'm assuming you have to spend during that specific run. I don't know or
I
not.
believe so.
Well, I'm guessing that the first character had this at some point because I never unlocked anything to do with that character.
I don't think the first character gets it on their first run.
Okay, so it's just a pain in the backside then. Okay.
Yeah, if you're like me and you immediately put your face in the dirt on like a day one of the first character, and then the game is like, oh, okay, cool, welcome to the game. Here you go. Now you can go play it. And it's like, thank you. I know I'm bad.
Okay, doke.
Yeah.
So I'm good, and that's a problem, apparently.
Yes. How dare you?
Great.
Yeah.
But
But
no, I mean,
the metal stuff it's interesting, but I feel like when it comes up, how the game explains it to you, my reaction was just like, oh my god, there's another currency. Like there's one
uh-huh.
more thing to track. Like I don't know if I can care about this thing because it's another store to visit and another currency and all these other upgrades, and that broke me a little.
A little bit for me too, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
It was one of those like, and the worst thing is it's doing the fourth wall breaking, which normally I don't have a problem with. I
Mm.
don't usually have an issue with the fourth wall breaking. But when the metal vendor lady is saying, "Oh, welcome back," and you're like, "Wait, what? Have I been here before?" It's like, number one, yeah, I was here like half a day ago, so don't start
Mm.
with that crap.
Right.
And then number two is like, "I'll see you again, maybe in the future." Wink. And it's
Right, and
just
it's
like,
like, okay,
it's
maybe
like
not.
I get it,
Yeah.
I
This run's
get
gonna go
it.
for another week and a half. I might not see you again.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I'm doing okay so far. His battle system's weird. Don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know if I like his card and his battle system. Like, it is very luck based.
Yeah, like his conversational one I think is really interesting, but I feel like I was continually playing it wrong because I think the game expects you to keep flipping the coin to kind of
Mm-hmm.
continually getting whatever bonus heads or snails gives you. But I feel like for me, maybe I was trying to play it too much like a roguelike, where I wanted to flip it once and get my result and then take advantage of that result, as opposed to like continually
Yes.
flipping. So I think I was playing it wrong, but his battle system is really. I think his battle system could potentially be really interesting, but I think they need to give you more cards at the beginning that take advantage of your charges being empty. Um,
Mm-hmm.
because most of the cards you get at the beginning are, oh, this will be stronger the more charges you have, and be extra strong if you're overcharged.
Yep.
But if you're not charged at all, it does like 1 damage. But if you're charged all the way, it does like 6 to 9. It's like, that's cool, but I need more on the at the beginning of the battle to feel less like Bowser in Mario Kart. You know, he's really fast once you get him going, but at the beginning, it's just like, all right, I'll see you guys on lap 2. I guess I'm back here, just puttering away.
Yeah, and then it's also that when his stuff goes right and when you get those draws, like when you get the flips right and stuff like that, his stuff can end so quickly.
Yeah, especially the conversation stuff. Like, I feel like that's the real strong system for him.
Yeah, like I had a day recently where I think I'm still in the middle of that day, where I had to negotiate with like 5 people in a row.
Yeah.
And as the lady, that would have 2 or 3 probably would have killed me.
Yeah, 100%.
Whereas with him, I destroyed them.
Yeah, he's like, do you guys have like 3 at a time? We can do this all at the same time. Like, let's knock them out. Yeah, it's interesting.
He also he introduces the prepared cards as well.
Right.
Which is the one on the far left is the currently prepared card. So depending on if a card is in that slot, it has bonuses and stuff.
Yep.
I also found out that you can buy new ultimates.
Yes. Right. I forgot. Is that from the metal store? Metal shop? Yeah. But to unlock those, you use the perk points, and you unlock that ultimate for that one person instead of an overall perk for everybody. Right.
However, he has a perk which is for 2 turns. Every single time you play a card, you prepare a card.
Oh boy, how did I miss that one? Wow.
So that's one of his ultimates that you can get. And I have a machine bolted into my brain, which every time I prepare a card, it does 2 damage to an enemy argument. And I have a different one which always prepares a card at the start of every turn.
So the snowball just keeps getting bigger as it's going downhill.
And I have an ability card which, when I use it, applies 3 composure to a random. So it's a 2 card, and a 2 energy card, and it's one of those ones where you use it and it lasts the rest of the battle or the rest of the negotiation. So if I get that early, I throw that on straight away. Oh no, sorry, it's an in your hand card. So as long as it's in your hand, every time you prepare a card, you gain 3 random composure to any one of your arguments. So that shows up. I'm immediately preparing a card, which is immediately. So if I do prepare a card, I prepare a card that allows me to prepare a card, which allows me to prepare a card, which allows me to prepare a card. And then when I have my ultimate, every time I play a card, I'm also preparing a card. So I just start throwing down stupid numbers, and as soon as I see a card appear, it's like, if prepared, this card does blank. I'll always pick that card.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, because then I can use this card, which is 1 less when it's prepared, to prepare this card, which does 3 more damage when it's prepared.
Oh, jeez.
And it's a constant flowing cycle of I'm just going to keep preparing these cards and then just sending them on. So
and I think that's one of the cool things about Griftlands is it seems like every one of its systems, probably more so on the dialogue side more than the battle side, feels like it's actually really deep. But I think that it's one of its biggest strengths and weaknesses that all 3 of these characters have 2 really deep systems apiece. And it's... There's a lot of game here. Like, I feel like we don't usually run into games that we barely scratch the surface of in a month. But boy, Griftlands really feels like, yeah, I got 2 runs done in a month. And like, we don't play just this game every week for the show. Like we're playing all the rest of the stuff we're playing at the same time too. But I feel like you and I probably put a pretty good amount of time into this game, and I don't think we've seen like 5% of it.
I try and like minimal. I try and do like between 3 to 6 hours a week, depending on my week. I've had a very busy week,
Yeah.
so I plowed so many hours into that guy, whatever his name is, Rut. I put
Oh,
so
I
much
don't remember what
time.
his name is. Yeah.
Yeah, veteran something or another. But I put a bunch of hours into it. It's like, oh, it's day 3. It's like, oh, come on.
Right.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie, I'm waiting for a really good boss battle for the combat abilities though, because I tend to lean towards the negotiation ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm waiting for a really good boss battle because did you get up to the queen boss, like the something queen, the bug queen boss that you have to go and kill?
Maybe I didn't do that quest line.
It might have been part of being the workers.
Right.
Um, Basically, there's a queen bug that spawns 3 bugs, and every time you kill one of the 3 bugs, you get a needle, basically like a thorn from the bugs that you use against the boss, and it takes off all the boss's defenses and does a bunch of debuffs.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So the way I won that battle was I ended up with my flourish ability ready.
Hmm.
So I killed the last of the 3 bugs normally, got the needle thing, threw it at the boss. The boss immediately spawned 3 more bugs because I had just killed the last bug.
Mm.
So I used my flourish, killed all of them, the 3 bugs at once, got 3 needle things, which
Oh,
did like
jeez.
9 damage each, and then just threw those needles at the boss to end the fight.
Oh, man.
Killed the boss and got a new battle card, which is like a permanent one, which is like, oh, this is like a long needle, and it does like 5 to 12 damage, and it poisons people and it hurts them and it puts bleed
Oh,
on them.
wow.
And then on my way back to the home base, I ran across somebody in a random encounter who was like, "Oh, hey, if you give me 50 shills, I'll give you a couple of options for cards." I was like, "Sure, why not?" I
Yeah.
have 600 at this point, so why
Yeah.
not?
Toss him 50, see what happens.
And he let me duplicate any card in my decks.
Oh, no. Uh,
So that one card that you got from the boss fight, I now have 2.
that's great.
I
Oh,
have
man.
a bunch of cards which can duplicate cards. So
Oh, boy. So, yeah, that run is probably sorted, I'm going to assume.
I'd hope so, but I don't know anymore.
Yeah.
This game might be a little bit weird.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's if you are looking for one game to play for a really long time and squeeze a ton of content out of like $20 worth, Griftlands is a lot of video game. Like there is a lot of stuff in there, but it's
Uh-huh.
definitely not sort of the stereotypical roguelike of I just started this game. I got to room 2 and died. That was a 1 minute and 30-second run. Let's go. Like let's hope the next one lasts 5 more seconds.
Uh-huh.
It is definitely it is nice to see something that is very clearly a roguelike, but it is so story focused and it is so different from what you think of as kind of the stereotypical roguelike. Um, but boy, it's a long game. Like
Yeah,
each run,
it really is.
even if you only get to like the end of day 1 or day 2, it's a long run.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where it's like I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, how the hell am I gonna get the 1 hour achievement?
Right, like yeah, there's an achievement for like yeah, beat an entire campaign in 1 hour, and it's like I don't think I know how. Like you can skip all the dialogue and stuff. Like that's not really the question. It's just that's a lot
Mhm.
of stuff, man.
It's too much stuff, one might
Yeah,
argue.
unless there's some super powerful thing you get from like leveling one
Maxing something
specific
out.
character up all the way. Like there might be something really good there, but I will probably
Mhm.
never get there. So I don't know. Not sure. All right. Any final thoughts here for Griftlands Week 4 before we turn this over to the scientists next week?
No, I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
A little bit long,
Yeah.
but
It's
really good so far.
shocker, Clay made another good game.
Who
Who,
would have thought about it?
yeah, who'd have thunk it? All right. Thank you for joining us. Our adventure continues. Nope, sorry. We'll see you all next run. Bye. The show's
Bye.
all mixed up.